I think we wanted to have a really strong game today hopefully going into the championship round. So we wanted to come out and be really sharp and make sure that we were kind of polishing up any of the loose ends we might have had earlier in the week.
Yeah, we'll meet tonight and we'll refocus our goals for the next 4 games and kind of what that looks like. And yeah, like you said, step 1 is done, but there's a lot of curling left here and we'll want to make sure that we kind of reset going into the next round. Not yet. I think our goal is to stand on top of the podium and to win this event. And I don't think we're going to be truly satisfied unless that happens. Yes, I guess a bit of a monkey off the back to be into the championship round, but we're not satisfied at this point by any means. Just inconsistent, I would say. And I think everyone out there is a little bit inconsistent. We haven't played in a year, anyone here. So I think we're slowly starting to figure it out. And luckily, we were able to figure it out and still make our way into the next round. We were figuring out the things that need to get done to make more shots. And we just have to make a few less half shots and just be a little bit more precise. And I think we're on our way to doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. The afternoon game was great. We thought the ice conditions were really good today. Pretty easy to judge and put the broom down, but there's been other draws that were a little bit trickier. So I think we're still learning every game and we're never quite comfortable just yet.
Game.
Yeah, I think the difference was the very first end. On my last 2, the sweepers couldn't have put them in 2 better spots and put some pressure on them right from the get-go. And I think getting that 2 off the bat made us feel a little bit comfortable. And then we didn't let up. Like, I think that was the key, that even when we had a fairly comfortable lead and we could have got away with maybe a miss here or there, if we had a half shot, it was always the correct half shot to what kind of the scoreboard was. And we still put 100% into every shot. And that was what we needed to do going into the next round. So I think it was just really solid through the lineup, which is something we haven't really done yet. It's had, each player put their shots together one after the other. Yeah, I think that we are. I don't think that anyone is playing as well as they can or as well as they probably will as the week goes on. So as long as we can also continue to get better every game, I think we can hang in there with anyone.
I think we took a lot away from this week. We haven't really been able to get on the ice much like everybody else here. So we had a bit of a rusty start, but we were able to shake off some of that rust closer to the end, which is unfortunate that it came at a later time than we had hoped. But hopefully we'll be able to take what we learned here into next season.
Yeah, the week it went by super fast. As Max said, we had a rough start, and but after that we were still hopeful. We grinded out through all the games. We just tried to get our wins, and we just came a little too late, but we had a really fun time and it went by really quick.
Yeah, definitely. Going into this game, we just wanted to go out there and play the best that we could and just leave it on a high note. And yeah, making that shot in the last one there to kind of put the game away. It was really nice to be able to end it on that. And yeah, just really excited and feeling good.
Yeah, it means so much. There's so many talented athletes on PEI, not just curlers, but athletes in general. So to be named the highest, to earn that top award was so inspiring. And I'm so proud of not only me, but my team, because I wouldn't have earned that without them.
Oh yeah, we want to come back for more. I think we didn't exactly do everything we wanted to accomplish here this week. So we're going to be hungry for more next year and we're going to give it our all to absolutely get back here. A ton, not gonna lie. Like I said, it's been kind of an interesting curling season, not having played a whole lot. So there's so many great teams here, so we learned a lot from them, and we had to push ourselves right from the beginning. Had a couple of tough games, so we learned how to kind of persevere through that and just try to come up with a couple of wins, which is kind of what we did. Too late, but that's okay. But yeah, learned a lot this week and hoping to take it into next season.
Obviously very huge for us to be at the top and make sure that our records are the same going in to championship round. There's a huge battle ahead though in championship round. There'll be tons of good games, and every game is going to matter from here on out for sure. I don't think anybody could really say that right now with COVID and just the way that we were prepared, where I think firing as well as we can be. I'm really proud of how the girls are playing, and we're learning from every mistake, every made shot. We just keep moving forward and keep taking the experience, and our first real event as a team, and it's going really well. And so I'm so proud of my team for sticking in there with me and doing all the extra things that I can't do anymore.
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable, the performance that Rachel's had so far. And I think as a leader, I've been so impressed with her. Having been through a pregnancy, there's no way I could be doing what she's doing right now. So we are just trying to support her as best we can and really just trying to get the most out of every single game because it'll be the only event we get to play together as a team. So very, very proud of her. It felt good. I actually played lead for most of juniors, so it feels familiar. I'm really excited to get to learn as much as I can at this event and the ones down the line. I think that it's a great spot for me, and I'm just really grateful that that I have the opportunity this year to keep honing in on that.
I mean, I think we're right there. If we can continue with the way we're playing and the way we're hanging in games and fighting tooth and nail to the end, I don't think there's going to be any pretty wins out here. It's going to be lots of grinding and just whoever can outlast this long marathon. And yeah, I think we're right there and we have the ability right now.
We're just sorry, I don't have many words. We're pretty excited. This was our first goal, was to make championship pool. So we've done that, check mark, and move on to the next goal. The girls really held me in there today. I wasn't unfortunately my best, but my girls were great and kind of brought me back in after a few missed shots, and we were able to capitalize on the last two ends and have really pretty much 100% last two ends, and thankful for my girls. Yeah, I actually wasn't, shockingly, I wasn't too nervous in the last end until I was done throwing and it was out of my hands. But yeah, Kathy, obviously that's why part of the reason we brought her on is to help with the demeanor and the nerves. She's able to kind of bring us in, and she was helping me earlier in the game when I was struggling. So we knew where we had to put it and we were confident with that, but Kathy definitely helped. That's thanks to a sports psych, I think. I'll give first props to him and then to my girls. Making sure that I was ready to throw those last rocks. We actually were kind of in a similar situation last year in the tier 2 quarterfinal, I guess, where we had to steal in the last, and it felt I was kind of bringing that game, leaning on those emotions and leaning on that experience, and I think that actually helped a lot. That's kind of where my head was at, was in that quarterfinal, and just had to make the shots. And once I let go, it's up to Kat and Brittany, anyways.
Getting to the championship pool was obviously our first goal coming into this. So since none of us have been to the Scotties before, I think it was a similar feeling as playing in a Canadian junior final for me. Likewise in the Worlds, it was a great game. Both teams made a lot of great shots out there and it was a great battle.
Yeah, absolutely. I can say with confidence that I still haven't brought my best game. And I think kind of as a team, we haven't brought our best full 10 ends. So I know that's in our pocket. And I think we're going to be really competitive in the championship pool. 2 of our losses are to the number 1 and 2 team. So, I mean, those were losses we learned from and they were good games. So yeah, I think we have a really good chance in the championship pool. And I think we're going to be really competitive with all the rest of the teams. And after a big meal and a good night's sleep, I think we'll be ready to go at it again. We just pretty much said deja vu to the 10th end. To be honest, we had a really good 10th end and wanted to play it the exact same way in 11, starting with 2 good guards from Brittany, and then knowing that they were going to peel, and then Kat continue the guards, Jenna continue the guards, and I thankfully found my draw weight in the 10th end. So I was hoping to keep that for the 11th. And yeah, like I said, we were just able to draw on some experience that we've had in similar situations and really pump each other up, and at the same point, calm each other down and really support each other. And I think that we were our best team in the 10th and 11th end that we have been this week.
Okay then. I think we went into the whole week coming in as underdogs. We knew that we deserved to be here, and so we wanted to prove that going into this final game. We had high expectations for ourselves going into this game because we knew kind of what was on the line. I think we drew on like further experiences of when we were playing in the tier 2. We worked a lot with our sports psych kind of going into this week to mentally prepare for that, and I think that's really helped our team a lot.
Don't mind the underdog status.